How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.
Played 2, lost 2. While it's a template Mumbai Indians fans refer to fondly because it's delivered a lot of success in the past, the reality of the 10-team IPL suggests there's not a lot of room for error left. Mumbai Indians play their first home game of IPL 2025 as they welcome defending champions Kolkata Knight Riders to the Wankhede Stadium. Let's set the stage up. On Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout, where we're joined by Ian Bishop and Cheteshwar Pujara. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. Cheteshwar, it's been a tough start, especially for their batters. They've had 2 middling outings. They'll be looking forward to the home comforts of what Wankhede usually offers.
Yeah, definitely. And if you look at the first 2 games, one was at Chepauk and the second one was at Ahmedabad. Both pitches were on the slower side. And Mumbai Indians batters, they struggle on those pitches. But now they will be looking forward to playing at Wankhede, where you will get good pace and bounce. Their batters are experienced enough of playing n number of games over there. And talking about Rohit, Surya and Tilak, all 3, there is a lot of expectations from them. And I'm sure that they will be able to deliver at Wankhede.
You were calling that game at Ahmedabad, weren't you? And it was strange to see a batting attack with such firepower, especially that period when Surya and Hardik were just finding it so hard to get going. Do you expect that to change?
Well, I hope it changes, and changes for Rohit at the top. He's got to give them something. Rickleton struggled in particular on those slower pitches, first of Chepauk. He bottom edged twice into his stumps. So they've got to find out what their best team is, and that team has to stand up. I think Hardik will play better on pitches where the ball comes on if he gets a chance to do that. But they're too good a team. But they really, I like Tilak at 3, to be honest with you. He's such a talented kid.
The names we're discussing, Rohit, Hardik, Surya, Tilak, the onus on them is just that little bit more, because when you consider the rest of this batting combination, there is inexperience. Ryan Rickleton, new to this league, new to playing in India. Namandhir, relatively inexperienced. Robin Minge, entirely new.
Yeah, they are lacking a little bit of experience apart from those 4. But at the same time, when those guys, the less experienced players, they start batting at Wankhede, it will be a different ball game, because as a batter, you need that confidence. You need to start playing on better pitches to perform. And once this gets going at Wankhede, then their confidence level will also go up. And after that, once Mumbai Indians players, I mean the batters especially, when they gain confidence, when they start playing away from home, it's a different ball game. And then not to forget that Bumrah will come in at some stage in their lineup. So at this stage, yes, things are not looking good for Mumbai Indians, but going forward, once they start performing well in their home conditions, it'll boost their confidence.
Yes, they are waiting, of course, as everyone is, for the return of Jasprit Bumrah, but it's not like the bowling has set the stage on fire in the first couple of games. Bish, Trent Bolt and Deepak Chahar were 2 big money signings, close to 22 crores spent on acquiring those 2. Both come with their renowned ability to strike in the power play. That hasn't happened in the first 2 games. What do you attribute that to?
Ball hasn't swung as much, I think, as either of them would have hoped. And this white ball swings so very little sometimes. Trent Bolt has to bowl the first over because of his record in the first over. And Deepak Chahar then has to come in, and he wants the ball to swing. It's not the only thing he does, but he wants it to swing, and that hasn't happened just yet. So Jasprit Bumrah cannot come back quickly enough for the Mumbai Indians.
But when it comes to these 2, coming to Wankhede, it does tend to offer some assistance, especially with the new ball. So do you expect us to see a closer to usual version of Bolt and Chahar?
I'm hoping so, because, look, we've talked a lot about how the game has drifted a little bit in favor of batting. And Trent Bolt is too good a bowler. If there's a semblance of swing and he understands the conditions at Wankhede, I expect him to become a threat as the season goes on. And once Chahar can stay fit, he will have an impact at some point during the season as well. I can't wait for the ball to start swinging.
That's what all of them are waiting for. The challenge in this one, it becomes particularly important for them to start well, because you have Quinton de Kock, who's struck form and who's also so familiar with Wankhede. Sunil Narine should be available. There's Ajinkya Rahane, who will find this ground not surprising at all.
Yeah, and if you look at that pitch, no matter whether you have played or not, I mean, that suits any batter. It's a very nice pitch to bat on. So it will be very important for Mumbai Indians bowlers, especially Bolt and Chahar, to swing the ball, and I think that will be an ideal condition for them because this time of the year, in the evening, if you're bowling under lights, there will be some swing. It obviously clearly mentioned that the ball isn't swinging for long, so they'll have to make the most of first 3 or 4 overs and try and get a couple of wickets in that.
From the KKR perspective, Cheteshwar, they've had a couple of individual knocks that caught the eye. Rahane in the first game, Quinton de Kock was batting on a different planet to everyone at Guwahati. But do you think with the conditions, they too will be looking at this game, given the conditions we expect, given the bowling attack in front of them, as the one where the batting unit can collectively come to the party?
Yeah, it will. And look, KKR's batting lineups, they have the depth in the batting lineup. So I'm sure that they would be wanting to bat on that pitch, and they have the right balance. But it is important for Mumbai Indians to start well, because power play becomes very important in those conditions. If you can utilize the power play, if you can restrict the opposition, if you can have a couple of wickets down in first 6 overs, if if they are batting first and if they are 40 for 2 in the power play, then MI has won the power play. So they will be expecting, whether they are batting or bowling first, but MI would be hoping that they have a better power play than KKR.
2 games in for KKR, we are yet to see Andre Russell having bowled an over. Has that caught you by surprise?
A little bit, yes, because last year he was so instrumental with his bowling. But it's always guesswork with Andre's fitness and his knees, knowing where he is at with regards to that. But he needs to be bowling for that team as they go through the season. Sometimes he's not started bowling, and then later on he builds up his loads, but he needs to be bowling.
Yeah, he was KKR's second highest wicket taker in that title-winning campaign from 2024. Let's see if he gets a bowl. Let's see what happens at the Wankhede. Thank you so much, Ian Bishop, Cheteshwar Pujara, for setting up this game for us. The track record in the past has been very MI dominant. 9 wins at the Wankhede to KKR's 2. But the second of those 2 came last year, and it helped KKR end a 12-year drought without a win at the Wankhede against Mumbai Indians.
How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.